talk is about putting heart back into the equation, and a few bird noises as well. But when you take heart out of the equation, you make things so much more difficult for yourself. But when you put it back in, you can create and feel a greater sense of enjoyment. The good news is that science has finally come to the table. Usually science isn't really good for much, but it's helped us to understand the thought, feeling and emotion process and how and why it works. For those of you lost on it and lost on the simplicity of it all, and you need to read up on it more, then you can go to heartmath.org and you can read to your heart's content. Hopefully this video will save you that time. Science is showing us that we're surrounded by a field of energy. You can't see it, but it's there. It's electric and magnetic by nature, and we ourselves are of the same source. We receive and transmit this electromagnetic energy. Maybe you've experienced this kind of energy before. You might have walked into a room full of depressed people and felt a certain kind of energy. Yeah, Dave, I do that at work every Monday morning. Or maybe you've been at a football game and the scores have been really close and your team scored a last-minute goal and the crowd go crazy and you feel a certain buzz around the stadium. That's the electrical side of the energy. Now the magnetic side has a far more reaching effect. If you hold on to a lot of negative energy or negative feelings like anger, frustration and hate, and you're storing that in your heart, you're sending that energy out and it's reflected back to you. It's almost as if it's hitting a big mirror and reflecting those same negative feelings. And you'll find you're attracting the same negative people. It's almost a mirror image of the way that you feel. So if you're lonely and miserable, you don't want to be sending out that negative energy by locking yourself in a room on a Friday or a Saturday night. You want to be going out there and socializing and having fun and creating those positive feelings within you so you can have them reflected back to you. The most successful people in business do one thing better than other people. They love what they do. The heart is 5,000 times stronger magnetically than the mind. So you're attracting to you the success you want faster than the mind will ever do it. So it's the feeling while you're working that's far more important than the thinking of what work you're going to do. Because so many people try to emulate other people's success, but that's their success. That's what they love doing. You've got to find what you love doing. So when you see Mr. and Mrs. Grumpy at work, you know two things. One, they don't love what they do. And two, the feeling they have at work, that negative feeling, is sent out and attracted back to them. And they feel the same way over and over and over again, no matter how hard you try and cheer them up. What they need is a good slap to the head. Get them to wake up and be thankful for having a job, money, food, or shelter. Some people in this world have none of that. But I guess if you slap them in the head, they'd feel even more miserable. What they need is a change of heart. If you only take one thing from the site, don't get locked into a process of thinking. Get locked into a process of feeling. That way, you'll be guided much faster to having whatever it is that you want. And you'll also be appreciative of what you have. And you'll also have time to be able to feed the parrots and the ducks.